This period is obviously a huge period of change, and no one really knows what's going to happen and where this is going to go. My name's Emilie Goodall, and I am the Financial System Lead at the World Benchmarking Alliance. It definitely, in my line of work, which remains in social finance, has really shed a spotlight on a lot of existing inequalities that some of us were aware of and have been working on, but I think has become really transparent and obvious to globally. Women in social finance has been something that I can't even remember when and how I got involved. I think that's maybe the same for a few people. I've really appreciated the efforts to try and keep things connected whilst we've been in a much more virtual environment. And I've always found it just a really supportive, connected group that has enabled me to make connections to new industries, new people, as I've explored different roles. I think I'm probably on my 4th job now while still being in the network, and it's been useful to me in each of those roles. Well, I think the Black Lives Matter movement in the last few months, in addition to the existing pandemic, is again just an extra spotlight on existing discrimination and inequalities. So I think it's a moment for us all to pause and reflect. I think I've been doing that personally in relation to this and reflecting on my own privilege, which has clearly benefited me, I think, in the UK in my career, but also thinking about what that means in our line of work and how to really ensure that we have that wider lens and focus in the existing biases, which definitely exist also in the social investment world. You see that in the UK with a lack of diversity. I've chosen the Big Issue magazine. I have to admit I did not often buy the Big Issue before lockdown, and then when it happened I was so struck by the ingenuity of the organisation to completely shift its business model to move everything online, and I understand that their subscriptions really increased in this period, so they've been able to continue helping people off the streets. So I've really enjoyed this little slice of peace to myself when I sit and read this each week.